cracking on with James. Now, Smith-Rowe, we'll talk about Smith-Rowe in a bit, but as you can see, you know, there was a lot of talk around loaning out Reiss Nelson. Reiss Nelson needs to go and play football, and that's true. Arteta indirectly said, but for whatever reason, Reiss Nelson didn't go on loan. For me, it's a mixture of things. I think sometimes of recent, he hasn't grabbed the opportunities he's been given, and I have to cut him the luxury. He hasn't really played since against Rapid Vienna in December. So, of course, on one hand, when you're given an opportunity, whether it's 10 games or one game, you've got to show something. And I think he hasn't grabbed it, especially when he was named in the starting lineup in whatever game was it that Martinelli had to drop out because he got injured. I can't even remember who it was. I don't think he's grabbed his opportunity. That being said, I think, you know, like Pepe's the same, but I feel with the Reeses and these sort of man, you know, William was playing too much and he never got to take advantage of that. And I do think Reiss would benefit from playing consistently. I still think, and obviously injuries are a big part, you know, because when Reiss looked like he was finally coming into his own, and ironically, when Smith-Rowe and these sort of guys started popping up, that would have been the perfect time for Reiss Nelson. I still believe in Reiss Nelson. I still think he could be a player. Obviously, I'm talking with the Hale chest right now. You know, people said Smith-Rowe weren't good enough. Now look at him. You know, everybody's singing his praises. And when he has the occasional barren spell and bad patch, people are going to draw him out, people. Reiss Nelson, he needs confidence, and he does. There's a lot of things he needs to answer for. His decision-making needs to be better, and that's what he needs to improve. He needs to take his chances, and that's down to him. He needs to show better consistency, sort of thing. It's down to him, sort of thing. Do you get it? So, but at the same time, there is benefits for him to go out on loan, play consistently, you know, because to a degree, to be fair, you know, what it's one thing playing well one week, but are you going to get the opportunity to do it the next week, or are you going to be completely out the side? And I do feel there is times when it doesn't matter if the Reiss Nelsons is, if the Maitland-Niles is, and all of these guys, Martinelli to a degree, it doesn't matter if they play good or not. I don't think sometimes they're not getting a consistent look in, with exception of obviously Smith-Rowe, and because he's doing his thing and whatnot. But as you can see, James has said here, Arsenal have indicated they do not plan to loan out Reiss Nelson this month, despite the youngster playing less than an hour's football since the start of December. Niggling injuries have limited opportunities for the 21-year-old so far this season. And at 21, he needs to develop more. But, you know, could you say there's even progression in that way? Because they wanted to loan him out. Now they're saying no. Is that because of Williams' form? Is that because of injuries? Is that because you don't want to chop and change mid-season? I don't know. Hertha Berlin tried to get him. As you can see, James went on to say Hertha Berlin approached Arsenal about a loan deal before the start of the summer, so he could have joined Guendouzi there. And Bayern Leverkusen have previously expressed an interest in obviously grabbing him on loan. And he's gone on to say, finally, it would ideally take him pushing for another loan for it to become a reality this month. So if he wants to do his thing, you know, if he wants to play first team football, he has to push the boat. I believe in Reiss Nelson. I'd love to know your opinions. Football is diverse. Reiss is saying Reiss ain't the one. I'm sorry, but he needs to loan him out or sell him. That's fair play, you know. Jay has said Reiss needs to stay fit or play through the niggling injuries, and I think playing through an injury is easier said than done. Half the time these players that we criticize, we don't know if they're carrying knocks or not, and it comes out after. You know, playing with painkillers and injections is a regular thing, and I don't necessarily think that's the smartest thing. I don't really rate footballers who, the minute they feel a bit of pain, they're not playing, you know, but we have to protect people. Monster has said, yo, DG, take Lampard out your title. This is supposed to be an Arsenal show. There's no rules on YouTube. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm a football fan. I could talk about whatever I want. Unless you're paying me, I will not be taking out a damn thing. So it is what it is in that regard. I think Tony's a good player and there'll be Premier League moves, but at this moment in time, I'll take a pass on Ivan Toney of Brentford personally. It is what it is in that regards, people. Moving away from that, so yeah, Reiss Nelson, hopefully you find some form and the rest of it, people. Moving away from that, and yesterday I spoke and you spoke about how the fact of, you know, we need to get Smith-Rowe a new deal. Matter of the fact is, he's advanced himself in the footballing world. He's advanced himself at Arsenal. He's got 2 years left. We need to not avoid that repeat of, we got away with it with Saka, but running down the Saka deal when he was emerging and whatnot. And we're lucky that Saka's advisors and whoever around him wanted him to stay. You reckon, I don't think so personally. I don't think he's like that, but fair play. So yeah, in relation to this, Arsenal will offer Emil Smith-Rowe a new long-term contract after his sparkling form helped to lift the Gunners into the top half, gassing it up a bit. We're 10th. We've gone from like 11th or 15th to 10th, gassing it up a bit. But shout out to the 20-year-old man. You know, he's ready now. He's 20 years of age. He's not the finished article, but he's ready to compete. And now he's been given an opportunity. Don't lose your shirt. He's grabbed this shirt. And he's not losing it now. You know, it's yours to lose, and that should be it for everybody, sort of thing. So as you can see, it's gone on to speak about him. We don't really care about what Arteta has said in that screenshot there. We already know. I thought he earned more than 15k a week. Hey Smith, if you're listening, come invest in Deluded, bro. Man is taking home what 60k a month, and if he gets the Saka thing, madness. I love to see these young London kids eating and making money, man, doing nice things for their family, doing nice things for them, and this can set them up for life, man. Hope they're all investing their money into smart things, people, and it's well deserved. Contracts are earned, people. Contracts are earned.